I'm getting ready to try to do a little repair to my laptop bag. This thing has been around for a decade probably. It's for my 17-inch laptop, and the wheels are getting a little flat. But the biggest problem is bearings are toast, and when you drag it on the ground, it really makes a lot of noise. So, all right, there's the other side. These will be easy to get at. The two that are back here, maybe not so much, but I got a feeling you're not going to be able to see that at all. Wow. Okay. I guess I'll be trying the other ones. Ooh, look at that. Okay, found a way easier way. Might just be doable now. Okay. Now, I can't tell for sure if those are two separate plates. Nice. Let's just run the zipper up. That'll hold it. Yeah, and I would have never gotten anything in there because that's got to be drilled. You know, worst case scenario with this bag, if I completely screw this up, I carry it. Okay, I just don't roll it around. So. Yeah, that may be a bit too big to go through the bearing. Oh, how about that? Nice. Okay. These bearings, aren't what I was hoping for, so I may have to come up with something more creative. But then again, these look about the size of, I want to say, an R8 maybe. So let's see if I've got a couple bearings. In my shop, it's not so much so impressive that I have it, it's that I found it quickly. That's the impressive part. So that's just one big bearing back there. I'm guessing these are definitely too big. These are R10s. Okay, what? So much for finding it quickly. Oh God! Oh, the bandsaw. Yes, from servicing the bandsaw. There's some R8s in here. I got a feeling they may be too big too. So. Oh yeah, definitely too big. Okay. And I don't think I have any R6s, but I'd be willing to bet that's something I could get in a day. Alright, using the loop I was able to see this is a 608 ZB. So I will go see what I can find. Every time I start to doubt myself as a pack rat, this makes me realize that it's not in vain. I had a gear shift knob project that I had some of the 608s for. Okay, it's a skateboard bearing. And these, you know, are from the skateboard family, inline skate wheels, that kind of thing. So, you know, makes sense that they fit. So I managed to find two that are in good shape. They don't have the spacers. Instead of being 6 millimeters, they're 8 millimeters. You know, not a big deal. You can get ones basically identical, but I gotta wait for shipping from China. I haven't found a source, certainly not on Amazon. You can get these all day long. I can get these shipped in today from Amazon. Anyway, I thought, okay, well, you know, I want something like that that's got a shoulder, so that way it doesn't, or I could do thread it all the way. Okay, I just need the diameter to be the same, so when the wheel goes on, it's not, you know, tilted at an angle, kind of thing, because of the two different diameters. And this fits in there, and it's got some space, but, you know, it's easy enough to put some washers in there and take up some of that slop, so I'm not worried about that. And the space in between, as long as I'm not cranking these down tight, and I don't think... I'm not sure where the other one went. Oh, it's in my pocket. I don't think these press together like that anyway. So you can tell these are a little narrower than these, which explains why it's sticking out just a little bit, but big deal. And it should be fairly sealed in there, so I'm putting the rubber seal on the outside instead of the steel shield. Anyway, getting at the pack rat thing here, I was looking around for tubing and bolts and stuff like that, and guess what? This is exactly what I wanted. This is like a screw together rivet almost. And the thing is this is 30 millimeters, and this is 30 millimeters, which means when I drill an 8 millimeter hole on both sides, this will go through, and this end will actually sit in the plastic on this side. I won't need any washers or anything like that. I'll just put that in, put the washer on, put the wheel in, put another washer in, and it'll go through, and I have two of them. So, worst case, I get it together, and one or two of these bearings, I'm not sure they're perfect. These feel like they've got a catch in them. You know, they're not perfectly smooth. So worst case, I leave it apart. I order those bearings. They come in today at 2 o'clock kind of thing. And then I finish putting it back together tomorrow. So let's get a, do I have an 8 millimeter drill bit? 5/16 is extremely close. Hey, and there's a 5/16. So I just need to open that up a little bit on each side. I did grab it this way last time, but there's a flange here. And I just noticed that there's no flange here. So that should be maybe long enough. Yep, that did the trick. So, oh, the head's a little bit big. Oh, so I'm just going to chuck that up in the manual lathe and shave a little off of there. And it should be good to go. I'll probably have to do the same thing to these, which is fine. You know, I probably could have put it in the mill and drilled that hole off center a little bit so that there was clearance, but, you know, hey, I don't care. So let's go do a couple of these and see what we get. Alright, 755 RPMs. I could go faster, but no need to. So we'll touch it off here. We'll just shave it down by eye, and then I'll go test fit it kind of thing. Really hard with the camera in the way here. Quick test says I need to take a little bit more off. I could just grind the one side flat actually, and then that would help keep it from turning. But if it does turn, it'll probably crack the plastic. So this is what I was talking about. It was hitting the edge here so hard that it wouldn't center and go into the other hole. But nice. That's pretty darn close. Certainly as I tighten it down, it will suck up that last little bit there. You know, because there's certainly at least that much squish. I think basically what it is, if I put a fillet on the underside of the bolt here, because there's a fillet right here, okay, and that's what it's. I could try to sharpen that, but it'd just almost be easier to just put it back on the lathe and round that a bit more with the file. Done with the lathe work, and if you look real close, there is a tiny bit of flat spots on the screws, so it does slightly hinders it going in. It's just going to act like Loctite, which is already on there. So should be golden. The only other thing I need is, you know, the washers in here to space that. Now the really perfect part is that if there was any concern about the bearings being squeezed together and binding, the fact that this is 30 millimeters, exactly the width needed, this is going to tighten down, and it's not going to affect the pressure on the bearings at all. You know, you figure it rolls at pretty slow speed, underweight. Now getting the first washer in, piece of cake, because there's plenty of slop there, and there's enough of a shelf to hold that first one when you get it through. Now getting the second one in, that's a bit more of a challenge. There we go. Oh, it's a fairly close fit, thickness-wise. Oh, there we go. I was afraid it was going to be way more sloppy. And wow, that's probably better than it was from the factory. So the thing is this is going to be a zero-cost repair to a laptop bag that would cost me $70 to $150 to replace. Alright, this is the inside of the bag for the other one I'm looking to take off, and you can see they put these little patches over. That one fell off, and there's another one right there. And I don't care if they're there or not. I don't put anything in here other than, you know, like a notebook or something like that, and I don't care if it contacts the metal or gets scratched or whatever. So I can put these, I probably won't be able to put these back in anyway because I'm going to be using probably nuts and bolts. But that's how I get to those, and let's see if I can drill them out and have as good a luck as I did on the other side. That one's starting to melt the plastic, so I think I need to try to hold it stopped. Okay, there we go. And there is no right or left. They don't go in, doesn't matter which side they go back in on, but here we go. This is the lesser bad of the two. There's the new. Haha. Okay. I got to drill that rivet and repeat the same process. Open the plastic hole up to 8mm, and then I can actually start putting it together because I already did the machine work on the axle. Oh yeah, I got a little clearance to do here too because these heads stick more proud. So I have to, I got a clearance a little bit there, top and bottom. Okay. Okay, I got these two here, and they're snugged pretty good already, and there's hardly anything sticking up, and it's not a sharp, rough bolt or whatever. So I need to snug these down. I might just need to put one or two more washers on the inside to make sure that bolt doesn't pull through too far. But I think the bottom one's going to be just fine. But I could be wrong. We'll see. It is below the edge there. So, and that's all it's worn over the years. So I'm not too worried about that one. But now that I can see how far that sticks up, I'm going to want to put at least two more washers inside there. I think I might take the die grinder and a sanding disc and just knock that down a little bit. Concrete, I'm not worried about pulling it up a curb or anything like that and damaging that. It's if I walk into a building or something like that with wooden floors, you know, I'm still not, I'm going to carry it in that case. I do believe that's back together. Oh, yeah, cranked down pretty good too. Yeah, I don't, that's pretty tough plastic, so I don't see it sinking, pulling down in. So I'm not that inclined to put a washer on it. Well, there's the top. There's the bottom. I'm thinking that's good. This goes over here. Yeah, there'll be a little abuse with the bolt and the nut. It's a plastic case on the power supply, and I don't care about the looks. So I'll monitor it for a few days, kind of thing, and decide if it's scratching up the power supply. I bought extra power supply, so I have one on the bench here, and that's what that cord is back there. Oh, oh, I can't believe I pulled that off. Okay. Now to clean up the mess and, I don't know, go watch TV or take a nap.